Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode 91 of the Playing With Myself Madden franchise. We are headed into the 2018 off-season as the defending Super Bowl champions. I did make some moves already. I just wanted to try and figure some stuff out financially before we headed on to the stream because I was completely out of cap space. And I had players I had to re-sign before I could even get into the off-season, which unfortunately meant I needed to cut some people in order to make the cap space to be able to re-sign the players I needed to re-sign. And in order to do that, that meant that I had to part ways with left tackle Anthony Costanzo, who, if you watched since I got him, he's been a little bit of a liability with penalties. That freed up about $9.5 million cap room, and I also had to let go of Gerald McCoy. That one did cost me $1.05 million in cap penalty, but he freed up about $13 million. And to make up for that, I moved Stephen Tuitt over from defensive end to defensive tackle. I thought about moving Michael Brockers over, but he didn't really have the strength to, do it for me as my nose tackle in the 3-4. I also let Travis Benjamin go. He hasn't played a role in my offense really, so it was no big loss there. Players who had their contracts up that we did not re-sign were middle linebacker Quan Alexander, quarterback Mike Glennon, and cornerback Philip Gaines. With Quan Alexander's contract being up, as well as Jeffrey and Ben Heaney's, it felt smarter to re-sign both of them rather than try and give him, I think he wanted like $4 million a year. So I re-signed Ben Heaney 1 year, $950,000, and Jeffrey 1 year, $750,000. In order to replace Costanzo, I re-signed Donovan Smith, who's an 80 overall. I think 83 overall actually. Yeah. 83. Well, he's playing as an 83 overall, to a 5-year, $15.5 million contract. I also re-signed backup right tackle Tavares Rogers 3 years for $2.64. The guards Shaq Mason and Ali Marpet were both free agents. I re-signed Shaq Mason 5 years, $39 million. Ali Marpet wouldn't negotiate with me, so I franchised him for the surprisingly low $4.88. And re-signed Buck Allen and backup guard Cody Birch for about $2 million total. And then Kyle Fuller, 5 years, $47 million. That was the majority of my spending money. But after his performance in January, I had to do it. So I'm going to go take a look at what's out there in free agency, but needless to say, I'm not going to be spending on free agents. Bortles is up to a 92 overall. Johnny Manziel's a free agent again. They're going to give him 8.67 over 3 years. That's crazy. I don't have the money to bring him in. I'm probably just going to go ahead and draft everything that I need. I have 15 picks in this year's draft, so that's what the majority of this offseason video is going to be. Just taking a look at where some players end up and then handling our draft. But I do want to take a look and see who's all out there. Golden Tate, John Brown, Tyler Lockett. I wish I could afford Tyler Lockett. Costanzo, 10.9 over 2 years is what he's looking for. It's funny because he was making 9.56 this year with me. So, Alex Mack. Wow, McCoy's only looking for 16.8 over 2 years. That is about $3 million more than he was going to be making this year alone from me. So, Bruce Irvin's out there, Eric Kendricks, Denzel Perryman, Avery Williamson, Darrell Washington. There's some great talent out there. There's Quan Alexander. Deion Buchanan. Hopefully he'll sit. If he sits, I'm definitely going to go try and target him. Richard Sherman has hit free agency. Marcus Peters, wow. If I was to cut Prince Amukamara, I could go try and target Peters. But Amukamara has been such a stud for me. Peters is only 26, though. Earl Thomas, Landon Collins. Who's that, Marquesson Huff? Wow, Marquesson Huff became an 88. Good for him. Bennett Jackson, who is a 27-year-old. So I wonder if he was a rookie this year in real life. Well, one way or the other, we're going to see as we advance who signs where. We are sitting on, like I said, 15 picks in the draft, 2 first-round picks, 4 second-round picks, 3 third-round picks, 3 fourth-round picks, and then a 5th, 6th, and 7th. We want to go look at some QBs. Alright, nothing really amazing there. We also need 1 tackle. I've scouted most of the first, and I've scouted the tackles down into the 4th round. I'll scout these 4th round guards, as we will need to do something about Ali Marpet eventually, since we franchised him. And that's going to do it for my scouting points for this week. I wonder where Marcus Peters is going to end up. It's funny when the 6th round picks have these high ratings. Early 7th. Great rating though. Not sure if we're going to end up going DT or not. So bored of scouting players already. Alright, well this tight end's got a really good combine grade, so we'll go ahead and check him. At left tackle, we've checked all the way down into the 4th round guys. Right tackle, we've checked all the way down into the 4th round guys. Guard, 4th round. I don't even need a center. And left guard, nothing really there. We do need defensive ends. Late 3rd. 3rd. We don't have enough points for that. We'll pick somebody random. Just a shit QB. This QB has the lowest rating so far, so let's see what his best skill is. It's throw power. And this is the second best, or second worst, throw power. Alright, so we are going to advance to the draft. View free agency recap. Joe Flacco did not get signed. Whoa, this is available players, so let's see. Richard Sherman didn't get signed to a deal. That's insane. Kevin White. Kevin White's a big name to be left out there. Bruce Carter. So it's safe to assume that when we get into the free agents or the preseason, we're going to be signing Richard Sherman, Linval Joseph, Avery Williamson, Jordy Nelson, and Kevin White, and trading off the first 4 that were on that list. Let's go look at the league signings by every position. Bortles goes to the Jets, Mariota to the Dolphins. Carson Palmer, not only did he not retire, he stays in the league. He comes to my division. He signs with the Panthers? Is he going to back up Cam Newton? Did Cam Newton go elsewhere? 9.76 over 1 season. Johnny Manziel goes to the Titans. Mike Glennon does go to the Lions. Todd Gurley to the Cowboys, Joseph Randle to the Redskins, Mark Ingram to the Niners, Isaiah Crowell to the Rams, Yeldon to the Chargers, Melvin Gordon to the Ravens, nothing really great there. Golden Tate to the Cardinals, Eric Decker to the Packers, John Brown to the Raiders, Tyler Lockett to the Saints. Tavon Austin goes to the Baltimore Ravens. He's a Baltimore kid, so good for him. Dorial Beckham-Green, Houston. Stevie Johnson, Cincinnati. Victor Cruz, Miami. Kenny Stills joins Green Bay as well. Cole Beasley goes to the Panthers. And Kamar Aiken goes to Atlanta. Rashard Perryman goes to the Jets. That might be a sneak right there. Justin Blackmon going to the 49ers. Marquise Lee, Falcons. Greg Olsen to the Steelers. Max Williams to the Browns. Michael Riviera to the Saints. Anthony Costanzo signs with the Giants. Eric Flowers moves to the Chiefs. And we're just going to look at these top couple names here on each one now. Alex Mack to the Raiders. Trying to find out if anybody big came to Brendan Schreff to the Eagles. Ryan Groy to the Raiders. Marshall Yanda to the Bills. Calais Campbell goes to San Diego. Eric Armstead to the Steelers. Gerald McCoy ends up signing with Cincinnati. Dan Williams to the Colts. Terrence Knighton to the Raiders. Phil Taylor to San Francisco. So the Steelers seem like they're definitely a team that's winning free agency. Jarrell Casey to the Falcons. Everson Griffin joins Gerald McCoy in Cincinnati. Leonard Williams to the Rams. Mario Edwards to the Cardinals. Bruce Irvin to the Dallas Cowboys. Bud Dupree to the Giants. Vinny Curry to the Steelers. Eric Kendricks to Miami. Perryman to Seattle. Yeah, that's what Seattle needs, more linebackers. Darrell Washington to the Chargers. Stephon Anthony to the Colts. Zach Brown to the Seattle Seahawks. Jared Mayo to the Titans. Quan Alexander goes to Carolina. He stayed in division. Deion Buchanan to the Vikings. Keenan Robinson to the Falcons. Marcus Peters goes to Jacksonville, 38.9 over 5 years. Sean Smith, the Titans for 1 year. Demarius Randall, 5 years, $39 million. I'm wondering if I can sign, what's his name? Who the hell am I thinking of? Richard Sherman. Sign Richard Sherman and trade him for Marcus Peters. That would be pretty cool. Earl Thomas goes to the Bills. Landon Collins to the Bears. Marquesson Huff to the Ravens. Jimmy Ward goes to the Saints. Tavon Wilson is the new free safety replacing Earl Thomas in Seattle. Bennett Jackson goes to the Redskins. I'm pretty sure that's where he was from. Kenny Vaccaro to Oakland. Nice. Seems to fit Oakland. Any big kicker moves? There are some big kicker moves, but nobody that I'm really a fan of. Zerline goes to the Panthers. I think that's where he was. Alright, so that's a look at free agency, and we are now headed into the NFL draft. Our first pick is number 16. We're in the middle of the draft. Advance the next user pick. And we're going to go ahead and pause. The Falcons took a left tackle. The Ravens took a left tackle. Saints took a strong safety. Let's see what's out there offer-wise. Alright, so if we don't find anything we want, the big offer is the Colts will give us their first round and second round this year. His bench press is 8th among defensive tackles. Speed is 13th among defensive tackles. His block shredding is a B-. He's a nose tackle and a 3-4. That could be our guy that works his way in. I wonder where the Colts pick. Well, the Colts pick 27. I don't think he'll still be there. We need a tackle, a quarterback, a defensive end. I'm going to go ahead and take that DT. He ranked 46. We took him 16, so it's a reach. Good to know. Skip ahead to our next pick.
Eagles have just made Dickerson their newest player.
He left the combine looking like the fastest guy in his position, which is kind of a big deal. Some scouts remain skeptical of his speed, but he proved them wrong again in his pro day.
And the Ravens took a defensive end as well in the first round. The Panthers took a defensive end. The Saints took a strong safety. Didn't they already take a strong safety? They did. They took 2 strong safeties. Great drafting there.
This is a great pick by the GM, and I know several teams will be upset they missed out on him.
Of course, all those halfbacks have the high combine grades. Second 40-yard dash and second in strength. That's going to be our guy. He's rated 54. We take him 32. So it's kind of a reach. 94 strength, 86 run block, 79 pass block, 83 impact blocking. Not a bad project guy. He'll be our starter in 2 or 3 years, hypothetically.
The Jets are now on the clock. All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more on this pick.
Of all the quarterbacks in the combine, he finished in the bottom third of every drill. Matt Miller also tells me he looked a little awkward dropping back fast when he was asked to perform a 5 or 7 step drop, and several of his passes sailed on him. At the end of the day, the combine is really...
We are going to have to replace Jack Mason.
Quarterback can do physically.
First in strength. These look at those combine numbers. First and third across the board except for 40-yard dash. Let's take him.
The Packers.
He's ranked 62. We take him 52. That's not bad. I can definitely make peace with that.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
And here we come again. This guy was rated a first round talent.
The Steelers are now
Ranked
on
30, we take him 61. .74 speed, 86 strength. What's his block shed? 82. He might end up moving out to the defensive end spot that we have open. And the Steelers get 1 pick in, and then we come in for a pair more. The halfback looks so damn good. He's a power runner, though. Huh. We are in the middle of the second, so it's way too early to think about grabbing one of those quarterbacks there. third for speed there, second for speed. He's rated as a third round pick too. Huh. There's nothing really impressive out here. So I guess I can go ahead and move on some of those third round picks. Well, he's rated late second round. Third in bench press, but 23rd in speed. Fuck it. Another DT. He's rated 60. We took him at 63. And we're going to go take that middle linebacker. The one out of Georgetown. 87 speed. He was rated 41, and we take him 64. So I'm content with that pick. Advance the next user pick. We're coming up in 4 more picks. And I think I'm going to go take a look and see if that other middle linebacker is still there. He is. Julius Clay. We're going to grab him too. He's rated 44. We took him 68. And now we're going to sit around for 12 picks.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
See what kind of offers we get. The Seahawks are willing to give us next year's too.
How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade. They've just picked up Morgan. What's the latest on him, Adam?
Anytime you go out and dominate your peers, you're going to turn some GM's heads. That's exactly what he was able to do in college, outrushing some of the best backs in the country, with some projected to be higher draft prospects when the season began. From everything
No, don't skip ahead. Make my selection.
across the league, many GMs consider him a back that can handle the ball 25 to 30 times a game and grind out.
We're going to take this halfback.
This could be the beginning.
He's ranked 51. We took him 91. So, I mean, not bad. 88 speed. That's better than I thought it was going to end up being.
Titans have just made Coleman their newest player.
Long talked about as a top 3 defensive back prospect, his draft stock fell dramatically after a series of consecutive struggles late in the season against inferior wide receivers.
We're going to go with an outside linebacker.
These struggles were due to
82 speed. He was rated 122. We took him 112. Next up, we draft 127 and 128.
talk with several GMs about him at the combine, and they told me he possesses the raw physical skills needed to become a top-tier NFL defensive back.
And we'll see what we have here.
By every GM I spoke to, exceptional physicality at the line of scrimmage, a nose for the ball, and better hands than most receivers they've seen and scouted. The reason for his collegiate struggles may forever be shrouded in mystery, but will soon be forgotten if he's able to realize his full football potential.
As usual, the majority of the big combine players are running backs. Who tend to be a dime a dozen once you get into the draft. I'll take this cornerback, Dre King,
The Buccaneers are now on.
rated 212, so that's a big reach. He's not incredibly bad. Realizing that he's going to be somewhere around the 5th corner in the rotation, I could definitely make do with that. And a 7.0, we're going to go ahead and take him there. 75 speed, 93 strength. He's another reach. Black Shed's only 68. And this is how you're defending world champions come into the draft with 15 picks and take 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive tackles. 4 defensive tackles. Should we make it 5? 26th and 40-yard dash. 25th and 40-yard dash. 34th and 40-yard dash. Go get ourselves a safety. Rated 91, we took him 160. We've had luck with young safeties, so. We got 2 picks left, 192 and 224. Here comes 192. This corner's got a 7.4 combine grade. We're going to go ahead and pick him up. Rated 260. We took him 192. And now we pick 224. That should be the final pick in the 7th round if I'm correct. Yep, this is the final pick in the draft. What's their QB wise? We're going to take Jimmy Taylor, the spread quarterback out of Richmond. 85 throw power, 73 short, 74 medium, 63 deep. He was rated 188, so could be better, could be worse. Adjust roster. Go over here to the defensive tackle situation. Look at all those rookies. And what we want to look at is we want to look at strength, 86. His block shed's 82, and his speed is 74. Argus, that's the one that we were looking at that we said might end up being a defensive end, and that's exactly where we're going to put him. What was his overall there? Back out. Let's go take a look. Argus was a 77. And he ends up a 79. Not bad. Not bad. And now we've got guys who are 77, 75. And then the last one we took, Malik Gore, ended up as a 59 overall. He's got the best strength, the worst power moves, no finesse moves. His block shed is shit. His tackling's okay. His speed is okay. It's really his block shed that's the issue, and that's going to end up getting him cut. So we're going to probably, as crazy as it sounds, we might end up going into the season with 4 defensive tackles here. Poole, he was a rookie. What were the speeds over here? 87, 87. Either of those good at zone block or zone coverage? Both of them decent at zone. Okay at man. 65 catch. Awareness 69. Tackle 93. So we're going to keep Nate Harrison and Julius Clay there. One of them's likely going to move over. Kyle Van Noy's probably seen his final days here. He does get himself a ring though before he's sent out to pasture. And Jared Poole, we took him 112th overall. He's got 82 speed, 77 strength. Block shot only 62. Wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors, young man. So we're going to go Harrison taking Alexander's place, Ben Heaney staying at number 2, Reggie Blake and Jeffrey rounding out the linebackers. And now the question is Akeem Spence headed out? Because we've got all these rookies here. We know Malik Gore's done, so we can go ahead and just cut him. That costs us $400,000 in cap room. .90 strength, 76 block shedding. Speed's only 66. We freed up 1.16 and took a cap penalty of $50,000. Not bad. So when all is said and done, drafting 4 DTs, 2 of them make the roster as DTs, 1 of them bumps over to a defensive end. Doesn't look like we had hits on our cornerbacks this time around. Not really. We'll let them play out the preseason, but that's about it. Oh, we're liking this kid here. 79 zone, 73 tackle, 80 hit power, 82 jump, 73 catch, and 86 speed. Not bad. That terrible quarterback. Oh, I forgot we drafted another running back. Let's see how bad he is. 88 speed, and his carry was what? 84. Better than him. Just doesn't have the same speed. We'll see how that works out in preseason. Probably bundle them together and trade them the fuck out. Nick Huff could definitely work his way into our lineup down the line. Alright, so I think we're done moving people. Yeah, Birch is going to go. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what we have in cap room coming into the preseason. And see what week they make us play the Saints. Week 3. Yep. Same exact preseason schedule. Fun times. So let's go take a look at what our cap room is. 8.75. How much is Richard Sherman going to cost us on that free agent market? We're 1.70 shy right now. I'm not even going to put them on the trade block and wait on them. I'm just going to go ahead and bang through some more deals here. They need a wide receiver. They're going to get a wide receiver. Jordy Nelson. What's up with a 3? They're interested but need more value. Jordy Nelson and a 6 for a 3. Not bad. What else did we just sign? Middle linebacker. Avery Williamson. Who needs a middle linebacker? Buffalo needs a middle linebacker. Oh yeah, we want to try and get Marcus Peters. What if I give you Mukamura as part of it? They're unwilling there. Who was the third person that I signed? It was Jordy Nelson, who I just traded. Avery Williamson. Oh, Kevin White, who I signed to keep. They've rejected that. What if we throw a 3 on there? They want a better positional upgrade. Huh. They're unwilling. Look, I got that other 2, so let's go ahead and see if that gets it done. Nope. What about the higher 2? There's no way this happens. I'll just leave the 1 on there and see what happens. Yeah, they don't want to do it. It is what it is. Avery Williamson does not look like he's going to be headed to the Jaguars. The Lions, however, need a middle linebacker. I wonder if we can get the 1 for him. There's no way, right? They have no interest in the trade. 2. No interest in the trade. That's their biggest need and they have no interest. 3. Alright, well what if we put that 2 back up? And try and bundle a pair of 3s with it. Oh, so now we've got a pair of first round picks. And I'm stupid because I'm going to go try and move Josh Gordon with a pair of first round picks to the Jaguars for Marcus Peters. And they're going to tell me go fuck myself again. Marcus Peters is really the only real target I would have went after in free agency. So we're still only at $6 million in cap room. I want to see what it'll cost me to cut Jonathan Banks. The reason I didn't cut him yet is because it was going to do that. It just gave me a $3 million cap penalty. Son of a bitch. And we're just going to go ahead and burn through those kids that we know don't have a future here. $864. $864. Not bad. We're getting there. $88 speed, 88 trucking, 88 stiff arm, 84 carry. I wonder which one of them to make it more. That's 74 carry. It doesn't even matter what he's making. I wonder how bad Gordon's going to hurt us to just cut. The Bears need a wide receiver. Give us a 4. There you go. And that's going to be more than enough to do what we need to do here. Free agents. Cornerback. Richard Sherman. 8.92. How do you let Richard Sherman hit the market and how does he go unsigned? Manual trade. Marcus Peters for Richard Sherman, straight up. They're like, nah, we're good. We'll throw in a 2. We'll throw in a 2 and a 4. I mean, what more do I have to give? Make the other one a 2. It feels ridiculous to offer Sherman and a 1. Richard Sherman, a 1 and a 2. No. They say no. That's amazing to me. We're going to pick up Linval Joseph off the free agent market. Bring back Joe Flacco as our backup quarterback again. Wait, did it say we can't? We need to clear 1.17. Geno Smith, EJ Manuel. EJ Manuel, of course, almost made our roster last year. Was it EJ or Geno? I can't even remember. RG3. Tebow. Brady Quinn. Look at all those rookies. Is there one specific rookie that looks like he could be a stud? Mannion. I forget who he was with when he was a backup to play against us, but he was decent. It's only a single player league. That way I can go ahead and push it ahead at my own pace. There was someone in here yesterday recruiting players for a league. I wrote down his name. Here it is. That's his PSN if you want to check with him and see if he's still got openings. We'll check the trading block. Holy shit, Mike Wallace is still in the league. He's down to a 74 overall. Wow. Why didn't he just retire? Reed Fraggle. Kiko Alonso's still out there. I seem to remember that Bar kid being alright. But right now, I'm gonna go make one more run here. I can't believe that they won't make any trade there. The Jets need a DT, it looks like. Yep, so that's where Linval Joseph's gonna go. Rookie quarterback didn't do too well last year. Give me Perryman and a 1. No interest. Just give me the 1. No interest. Give me Perryman and a 2. They're interested but need significantly more value. Throw in the 4, that gets it done. Alright, let's bring the wheeling and dealing to an end here. We're going to offer a pair of firsts and a fucking second. Unwilling. And they already shut this deal down. I could spend the next 8 days of my life trying to make this trade happen, and it looks like it's just not gonna happen. So, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and put Richard Sherman on the trade block. And see what I can get for him. PJ Williams. Not bad. Not bad at all. Jonathan Banks ended up all the way at the bottom of my depth chart. Alright, so that looks like that's going to do it for the off-season episode. I said it was going to be relatively fast, and I ended up taking a few more minutes than I wanted to. We're going to go ahead and cut this kid that shouldn't have been drafted. He's like, hey, I'm a person too. I forgot we got Perryman in that deal. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not bad. That replaces Josh Gordon with Kevin White, a younger, more talented receiver. I'm kind of tempted to push Richard Sherman over to play free safety. I've already got Honey Badger there, of course, though, so don't really need him. So Richard Sherman is going to get added to the trade block. And that's going to wrap up our off-season episode. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching on Twitch, that way you can catch the preseason episodes when they start. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to catch future episodes. We got the Lions. That'll be episode 92 of the Playing With Myself franchise, coming up in a little bit. Thanks for checking this one out.